Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to the Potsmaker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmaker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various prophets. It became the book of Zion. I found contained within it a set of instructions, which I was uniquely qualified to undertake, so I did. And as my final thing on my to-do list, I am publishing peace by publishing the Book of Zion and the Potsmaker's Bible. And today I'm reading to you from the 27th chapter of the Potsmaker's Bible, which contains the 24th and final book of chapter of the Book of Zion. And I'm going to start up where I left off last time. It goes like this. When we were isolated to ensure the survival of the gray, 11 other species lost contact with their own children. Those species were stalled in their evolution, too. Now we are killing their children. We are guilty of so much more than we realize. Many were sacrificed to save both gray and human. The firestorm is karmic justice for the loss of life we are guilty of, as well as the means to restore balance in nature. The new heavens will be our home, and new earth a world of ascension, free of all dark forces. The firestorm cleanses the earth of pollutants caused by man. It's only right that those responsible for the fuel of fire should also burn in it, freeing us all to seek our karma in a world once more innocent and just. The next passage, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in the stalls. Those who are found innocent will be saved. They will witness the ascension of Zion and Messiah, the earth and the sun. The talk of the unicorn maiden tells us, the tale of the unicorn maiden tells us that Zion the unicorn is the soul of the earth, and Messiah, her unicorn mate, is the sun. When our King Baldwin ascends to become Messiah, the sun ascension will occur. The innocent will be saved. When Kenny comes, when we make love, we will merge again, even as we did in 1979. We will merge into each other. Zion will merge into Messiah. Zion will merge with Hera, and all those above will merge below to reestablish the bridge between realities, thus ascending all levels into the next phase of life on Zion, once known locally as Earth. Compared to this society, the next will be so easy that we will live like calves in the stalls. All of our needs will be met. Nothing will remain to do us harm. We will be given every means to thrive and grow up good and strong. This society, by comparison, is sheer chaos. We are deprived of everything needed to survive. We are the prey of those in power over us. We are not given any means to be good or strong. We are cattle, pinned in feedlots, led to the slaughter, fodder for the rich, who feast on the fruits of our labors, like gods or demons playing with our lives on a whim. In the name of money, they devour our lives and sell us cheap crap. That's only true function is to rape the earth and kill us all in the name of greed. But that is not our fate. We are the children of Zion and Messiah. Zion, our holy mother. She is earth, and she is ready She's already awake and active once more. When Messiah awakens also, his solar rays will emit his love for us as well as the energy to give us life here on earth. His love will heal us. That is our faith. And you, the Bible says, shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under your feet. In that day I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. When we emerge from our arks, we will find a covering of ash over the entire surface of the remaining land masses. The ash will be a mixture of all combustible materials on earth. That will, of course, include all plants, animals, and humans, and everything the humans made. All those who remained on the surface. So they will literally be the ashes under our feet. The next passage says, Remember ye the laws of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, and all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. Not everything will change. Moses was given a set of laws that are based on intergalactic law. We will use these laws to create our just intergalactic code of laws. And these laws are specific to Israel. Israel, as a nation, is required to follow the laws of Moses. The unity of Islam and Judaism will not be so intertwined that the family of Ishmael will lose its entire empire. Islam or Palestine will have their own national laws and identity, just as Zion, the nation, will have our own set of laws. The new earth will have nations who rule themselves. The Palestinians, who are Muslims, united to Abraham, will rule their own future kingdom. Every ark will become a sovereign nation. Each nation will govern themselves according to their traditions. Each nation will be bound by international and intergalactic law, however. Our world won't be a single united nation governed by a single mandated law. Each saved population will be free to govern themselves. For all Israel is the clue. The laws of Moses apply to Israel. Muhammad also created a set of laws to govern Islam. Taoist has its laws, Hindus have their laws, and each of those sacred laws are a template for the laws of nations who follow these teachings. So for all Israel, a single nation means that national identity isn't invalid. Israel governs themselves according to ancient tradition, and that means every ark is a nation bound by its own traditions. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the Bible, the prophecy goes on, and the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Elijah the prophet was known as a troubler of Israel. He defended the worship of the Israelite God to those who turned to Baal, the local Canaanite deity. Now, Elijah could be reincarnated and know himself, or the spirit of rebellion and acceptance of the gray could be implied. Either works. Elijah troubled Israel by condemning the worship of other gods like Baal. If we accept Elijah the prophet as a returned soul, then we will shortly have an Israelite appear who will trouble Israel and call for a return to the worship of the gray, the ancient returned God. This prophet will be a Jewish prophet who claims to be the reborn prophet Elijah. Can't wait to meet him. There are other passages that speak of an Israelite prophet to lead Israel back to God. This future leader also publishes peace. He is a son of Abraham, of the blood. He knows God, so he does drugs. He's a telepath like me, and he will come and lead Israel. He is the leader of the Israelite nation. He rules on the council of the Messiah, and the Messiah is part of that council. the priest part, the temple part. But Elijah is the one sent to Israel for Israel, bearing the blood of Abraham, the true leader of Israel, second only to Messiah. And the next passage goes, and you shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. We are now suffering from this curse. The estrangement of the family that is so prevalent in this society, especially among the Zionite people. God, many of my children have no relationships at all with their fathers or their father's heritage. Society created this situation. My people are segregated, separated, torn apart by the state and forced beyond endurance to lose our familial ties. We are cursed. Zionites suffer this loss because of the social environment we live in. False morals and secret sins rule our social order. We, who still have morals, must remove ourselves or do more harm. That is the unsufferable choice created by an amoral society of norms. A father cannot get along with the mother, but can't stay for the child, knowing that to stay is to continue the unhealthy relationship. So the father leaves. The child suffers a lesser harm, the loss of the father. I was a product of one such home. My mom and dad were wrong for each other, but they endured years of unhappiness and an unhealthy family life for the sake of us, their children. It would have been better for them to have divorced sooner, as is the case with Zionite fathers who know that their sacrifice is better for the children. A peaceful home, however poor it be, is better than a childhood of suppressed emotions or a constant state of battle between the parents. The fathers go through hell to give their children the best hope for the future. The plight of the father is just as dire as the burden of the mother, almost. Well, yeah. I have seen the fathers suffer for the loss of their children. I have seen their impossible financial situation, the burden of supporting two households. Some fathers live desolate lives, working multiple jobs just to get by. It is dire. When we get to Zion, these fathers will be the happiest of all. They get their kids back. They won't be forced to kill themselves to make child support payments. They won't have to live with the interference of the ex or the courts. These suffering fathers need to be recognized. So children, please, consider that just maybe your dad might be just as hurt as you are. Perhaps even more so. They have to work hard to provide for you, and that leaves precious little for them to live on. They didn't make the problems we face, so please consider that just maybe Dad deserves a chance in Zion. The disruption of the family unit is the worst possible means to destroy society. The family is and must be the center of all things. The family is the means to carry on. Without family, there's no unity. Unity starts at home. The damage done by destroying the family unit is the most insidious means to create chaos. It breaks the bonds of love. Before the 1960s, when divorce was still taboo, social norms were able to control the youth and ensure that chaos was held at bay. Now that divorce is easy, the family unit is gone. Discipline and love is lacking. Children are left to their own devices. There is no restraint. Unity is gone. Society is breaking down because marriage has failed. Parents no longer feel it is required that they stay together. The family is gone. May the Great watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice when we get to Camp Zion. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the books. My name is Zion. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel, the prophet of the Old Testament. and I have come to set us free. So stay happy and high. Love you later. Never say goodbye.